President Donald Trump's son-in-law, Jared Kushner, talked at length about the administration's plan to solve the Israeli-Palestinian conflict, but he revealed very few details about the so-called deal of the century. Kushner was talking on Thursday night at the Washington Institute for Near East Policy, and in a 45-minute speech, he revealed few, if any, details about the contents of the plans. He said its goal is to leave Israelis and Palestinians better off. He admitted it's one of the hardest problems in the world to solve, but he said he's optimistic that if both sides come to this with a fresh perspective and give it an open eye without prejudging it, that better things are possible in the future for both sides. This has been in the works now for 2 years, and to date, there are still very few people, it seems, who know the full contents of the plan. The Trump administration has said in the past that their plan solves all of the final status issues, that is, Jerusalem, borders, refugees, as well as security. But the administration has refused to commit to a two-state solution, which is the international consensus on the only option for resolution of the Israeli-Palestinian conflict. Meanwhile, the plan, whenever it's released, faces a tough deal and a tough track on both sides of the Israeli-Palestinian conflict. Palestinians cut off contact with the White House right after Trump recognized Jerusalem as the capital of Israel and committed to moving the embassy from where it was in Tel Aviv to where it is now in Jerusalem. Palestinian leaders have said they'll reject any plan put forward by the Trump administration. Meanwhile, Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu has just won a fifth term in office, and he is in the middle of coalition negotiations to try to put together his right-wing government. Some of those coalition partners have said they'll reject whatever it is that Trump puts forward if it involves any concessions to Palestinians, and they're pushing Netanyahu for annexation for all or parts of the West Bank. That means on both sides, this could be a very difficult sell. As for the plan's rollout, this will come sometime after Netanyahu has finished coalition negotiations, so conceivably the rollout of the so-called deal of the century could come within a few weeks. Oren Lieberman, CNN, Jerusalem.